Following an exciting, intriguing, and hilarious Season 29 premiere, The Voice resumes its blind auditions. The Voice, Battle of Champions will feature 3 blind auditions episodes, each lasting 2 hours, according to a press release from NBC Insider. Coaches Kelly Clarkson, John Legend, and Adam Levine will be able to assemble their teams with 10 players each over the episodes. On March 2, the second night of Voice blind auditions will air. March 9 is set as the last night. On February 23, the auditions got underway. The triple turn competition is a new rule that all coaches must follow in the upcoming Battle of Champions season. According to NBC Insider, this unique adjustment alters the process by which they can include a candidate on their team. Legend, Clarkson, and Levine will vie for the artist's services when all 3 coaches show interest in the same vocalist and swivel their seats in their direction. The coach that persuades the greatest number of artists to join their team during the blind auditions will receive a super steal, which they can employ in the competition's fights phase. Legend has triumphed once. He faces Levin, who has 3 victories, and Clarkson, who has 4. But every coach thinks they have a decent chance of getting their preferred artist to play for their squad. The judges talked about how the triple turn competition puts all of the coaches on an even playing field in an NBC promotional video. Legend acknowledged, "I think any of us could win that." According to Clarkson, this new component adds intrigue to the format. It truly just relies on the artists that are emerging and the people that they are interested in working with and who inspire them. The super steal then makes sure that a competitor stays on a judge's team, regardless of whether another judge wants to recruit them for their own squad. Throughout the season, viewers of The Voice can anticipate the entertaining banter between the judges. Kelly Clarkson provided some information about the excitement that lies ahead in an NBC promotional film. "I'm excited about The Voice, Battle of Champions, as you may have heard, because I'm a fierce competitor," Clarkson said. "I hope you're ready, boys." Levin attempts to get a rival to join his squad in one very hilarious scene. "I have a lot of experience as a coach on The Voice, so I can speak from that," he says. "Not more wins," Clarkson said. This made Levin laugh at her biting comment. The presenter of The Kelly Clarkson Show claims that her friendship with Adam Levine and John Legend is the foundation of their amicable banter. "Performing this show again is so much fun," she said. "And doing it with John and Adam is even more enjoyable, because it is difficult to find the level of chemistry we have." The Voice starts each season in the same manner, yet for some reason, it never seems the same. The lights go off. The first note is struck by the band. With nothing to hide and everything to gain, a hopeful vocalist takes the stage. There are also the chairs. 4 chairs in red, facing away. Season 29 intends to continue that tradition, while once again increasing the emotional stakes. You already know that the blind auditions are the main attraction if you've been watching for years. This is where the magic begins if you're new. Here are some things to consider before pressing the first button. The structure that revolutionized talent shows the idea seemed extremely radical when The Voice debuted in 2011. During auditions, coaches were unable to see the candidates. All they could do was rely on their ears. Not a backstory. No presence on stage. No alternatives for attire. Only the voice. As Season 29 approaches, the framework continues to serve as the basis. The coaches sit with their backs to the stage as each competitor performs during the blind auditions. A coach presses a button that rotates their chair if they like what they hear. It's a sign that they want the singer on board. The artist gains control if multiple coaches turn. Which side the singer joins is up to them. The psychology underlying it is anything from straightforward. Why the blind auditions are important: the season's mood is set by the blind auditions, but each round has its drama. Teams are formed in this way. Coaches begin to consider strategy at this point. At this point, competitors either start down the path to fame or leave before the fight even starts. Those initial 30 seconds of a performance have a certain tension. The coach's reactions are visible. A tilt of the head, perhaps. A faint smile. Hovering close to the button is a hand. Unaware of their facial emotions, the singer simply continues. It is anticipated that Season 29 will once more prominently emphasize that tension. The producers are aware that this is the part of the series that is most frequently shared and replayed. It is the source of viral moments. The coaches. It's all about chemistry. The relationship between coaches is always important, even though the starting lineup may change from season to season. It's not all about singers impressing coaches at the blind auditions. They're about coaches going up against one another. The teasing, the light-hearted competitions, the final button presses. When several chairs turn, there are dramatic pleas. It's a combination of strategy gaming and mentoring. For these occasions, coaches frequently save their most compelling talks. To persuade a competitor to choose them, they will make references to their own professional histories, their performance history with previous winners, and even personal anecdotes. By season 29, fans had higher expectations than courteous remarks. They desired genuine competition, genuine feeling, actual responses, and the first spin is usually where that begins. The button of unpredictability push, the button itself, is among the Voice's most recognizable features. It is more than a buzzer. It's a dedication. Pressing it entails accepting accountability for the artist's path. Every choice counts because coaches have a limited number of spots on their squads. They can afford to be generous in the blind audition's early episodes. However, the stakes increase as teams fill up. By the middle round, coaches start to pick and choose. They pause. They consider each singer's long-term potential. The drama picks up speed at that point. That similar arc is probably what season 29 will follow. Early self-assurance. Later, exercise cautious. Eventually, when spots are running low, there is desperation. The contestants. Anxiety and developments. The blind auditions are not like any other performance setting for singers. You are performing for an audience that cannot see you. You cannot influence them with physical charm or eye contact. All the job must be done by your voice. It may be liberating. It can be frightening too. Some competitors enter the stage with poised assurance. Before their first note, others tremble noticeably. But something changes as the music begins. That change is somehow captured in the show. A fresh batch of aspirants from all throughout the nation and abroad will be introduced in season 29. Anticipate a diverse range of ages, backgrounds, and genres. Balladeers from the country, pop belters, independent storytellers, powerful gospel organizations. You never know who will succeed, which is the joy of the blind auditions. The turn of the 4 chairs. An uncommon victory. Nothing compares to a 4-chair turn. The atmosphere in the room suddenly shifts when every coach presses their buttons. It is a large form of validation. Additionally, it puts pressure on the competitor. They now have to select among 4 mentors who all have faith in them. Early episodes are often defined by these occasions. Promos play them again. Shared on the internet. Fans debated it. Will there be more than one 4-chair rotation in season 29? Yes, according to history. Producers are aware that audiences want those exploding reactions. Additionally, the talent pool typically steps up to the challenge. The underdog energy. The 1-chair turn. The 1-chair turn is equally fascinating. Occasionally, and usually at the last minute, only one coach clicks their button. That moment has the potential to be as effective as a 4-chair sweep. A singer who nearly leaves the stage without a band, but is spared in the last note, has a very poignant quality. Those musicians frequently win over fans. They need to prove something. Additionally, they tend to feel particularly invested in the coach who turned for them. There will probably be at least one of these heart-stopping saves in season 29. It's ingrained in the show. No chair turns. The most difficult situation. Not all performances conclude with cheers and festivities. One of the most vulnerable scenes on TV is when no chairs turn. After a while, the coaches confront the competitor and provide comments. It can be technical advice at times. Sometimes it's a call to action to come back next season. These instances serve as a reminder to spectators that talent showcases are still contests, and heartbreak is a result of competition. These pieces are usually handled carefully by producers, who strike a balance between compassion and honesty. That strategy should be maintained in season 29. The methodology of team building. The blind audits are not arbitrary. Coaches consider the balance of genres, spectrum of voices, marketability. They take into account the singer's potential performance in the battle rounds. It's not checkers, it's chess. A coach could be hesitant to add another powerful vocalist if they already have a few of them. They may be more willing to look for a country presence if they don't already have one. By season 29, seasoned coaches have a thorough understanding of this. Newer coaches pick things up fast.